see this, right? Y'all hear this, right? Boy, needs some gas. Just pulled up to the gas station in the Z, and I didn't know that gas prices went back up. I don't normally get gas at Giant. I normally get gas at BJ's because it's cheaper at BJ's, but I figure, I mean, I'm paying in cash, so either way, I'm gonna get change back. Like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really matter right now. But I saw these two comments, and if my editor, meaning myself, can do a good job and put the two comments from the last video on the screen now, that'd be fantastic. I saw these two comments, and I feel like social media and just overall, you know, mainstream media in general gives off this perception that you have to have a really like prestigious job in order to buy like your dream car or whatever. And you don't need like a crazy job or anything. Like, I have my college degree. I only have my bachelor's. I have my bachelor's and an expired CPR license. So let me get gas, and then I will tell you guys how much this car cost, how much it cost me a month, and what I do for a living. I'm new to the ZL1 game, but my gas cap has a key slot. So I gotta put my key in it. I gotta put my key in it, and then it turns. That's kind of crazy. I've never seen anything like that before. The location that I was filming at the gas station was a little bit too loud, which is ironic because I drive this thing. I want to go over how much this car costs. This ZL1 was listed in Stafford, Virginia at a dealership. I believe it was Pro Auto Expo. The funny thing is they still have the listing up. So if you go on Car Gurus or their website, you would think the car is still there. The original listing price was $27,736, something like that. I was like, cool, you know, because I was expecting a stock car. I was expecting a stock ZL1. So I was like, for that price, that mileage, I'll pay that, right? But then I visit the dealership and I noticed some things, which I will go over in a separate video, but I noticed some things and I'm like, hey, listen, I don't think this car is worth $27,000 that you're asking for. So I gave them an offer and they took it. So I ended up buying this car for $25,599 or something like that. 13 years ago, this was easily like $50,000, $60,000 car. I got it for $25,000. So it's super nice. The only spec that I for sure needed was a sunroof. So I got my ZL1 in my perfect spec. It's super dirty right now, so I really need to wash it. But that's how much the car cost me. It was $25,000. I traded in Sylvia, and I'm going to explain everything about Sylvia in one very short video because that car was a piece of shit. The dealership that sold it to me is a shitty scammer. Everything under the sun about con artist, underhanded business practice is what that dealership is. And if I remembered the name of the dealership, I would say it, I'd blast it, be like, do not ever go there. But I don't remember the name. So it's fine. It is what it is. That's just God's way of telling me to let it go, I guess. But that dealership sold me a car with structural frame damage and did not tell me. That is where I will stop with everything in that car. I lost a lot of money on that car, so I had to put down a bigger down payment than I was expecting because I expected to just trade in Sylvia for this, just a straight trade. I wasn't able to do that, so I had to put $7,000 down, and my monthly payment for this car is $550. Insurance for this car is cheaper than it was for Sylvia. Insurance for this car is only $100 a month. Super nice. $100 a month, full coverage, and if anything happens to the car, I get roadside assistance and I get a rental. super nice for $100 a month. Yeah, that's the car. So $650 a month plus gas. Gas will probably be, if I'm filling up every week, I don't know, an extra like $200, $240 a month. So what was that, 240 plus 650, 890, 890 a month. I had to pay for this car potentially. So it's actually pretty cool that I was able to sell a lot of parts that I had for Sylvia, but it's all worth it, you know, plus modifications and everything like that. Like, but mods, you don't have to modify your car. That's just what I do because I like, you know, I like a little bit of spice. So me personally, my job, like I said, is nothing prestigious. I am just a regular guy doing a regular job, driving a somewhat not regular car. And I am a social worker at a nursing home. So like I said, nothing crazy. I got my bachelor's degree in social work, and I actually just recently paid off my student loans. Thank you to my wonderful mother. I would say every month, my average income is $3,600 to $3,800 a month. It is more than enough to afford this car monthly. And of course, if you have good credit, if you don't have any other financial obligations, if you have a business, that kind of stuff will all factor into being able to buy a car, finance a car. I cannot wait for the day that I'm able to pay this car off. I think that'll be very fruitful. I'll probably cry when I do it. And I do plan on keeping this one. I'm letting you guys know, this is dream car spec for me. I've always wanted a ZL1. I never thought I'd be able to get one, especially a 5th gen. I love the 5th gen ZL1 more than the 6th gen ZL1, but the 6th gen ZL1 is, you know, in all comparisons better than this car overall. I love how heavy this car is. I love how it sounds. I love the LS. I fell in love with the cammed LS3. Now I have a cammed LSA, and this car is amazing. Media will have you thinking that, you know, as a black guy, you have to either trap or, you know, rap or, you know, do like balloon popping challenges and do social media and all this other crazy stuff. You don't have to do anything crazy to afford, you know, a regular lifestyle. It took me a long time to realize that I'm way further than I was now than 5 years ago, even 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and especially 10 years ago. I'm 30 years old. I turned 30 this year. So myself at 20 years old, I didn't even have a Camaro at 20. I'm pretty sure I was still driving my mom's Ford Explorer. You know, that was Big Bertha. I don't think I have any footage of Big Bertha, but Bertha was a trooper, you know, so I'm just a guy. I don't do anything crazy. So I hope this inspires somebody, you know, who wants that ZL1, who wants that SS, who wants that RS, whatever kind of car you want, bro. You can chase your dreams. You can go to college. You can get that job. I know, like, the narrative right now is like, oh, Gen Z doesn't want to work. Gen Z can't find jobs. But, like, the jobs are out there. It's just the field. And what do you think you are worth? Yeah, man. This is the car. This is me. I'm pulling up. I'm back on YouTube. This is what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to have this video out on Wednesday. Don't forget, love yourselves. Protect your peace. Save those manuals. Hold on. Gotta do it. Save those manuals, dog. Save those manuals. And yeah. Have a good night.